influence, I spew it. Look how I got you bitches riding to it. You motherfuckers can never do it like I can do it. Don't even try to look stupid, do not pursue it. Don't ever in your life try to knock the truth. I spit the illest shit ever been dropped into it. So take a side, listen to the sound, 6 on the clock. Listen to the sound of cameras, your legs on the cot. Listen to the sound of me spilling my heartless pain. Motherfuckers know that I'll never be marshaled again. Full of controversy until I retire my jersey. To the fire inside.
I was trying to get you the Be Real TV Amir Khan interview, and look at it like this: with wins over Carlos Molina, Julio Diaz, Devin Alexander, Chris Algieri, let's not focus on the past, because it's not about what you did for me then, it's about what you're doing for me now. And even though I would like to see the skill set of Amir Khan against Floyd Mayweather, remember, Floyd Mayweather is the lottery. So therefore, does Amir Khan deserve to win the lottery? It depends on what you're judging. Are you going to judge off of, oh, well, yeah, he beat Marcos McDonough. Oh, yeah, well, he was whooping Danny Garcia's ass before Danny Garcia knocked him out. Lamont Peterson was juicing power pellets or something like that. So, we know Amir Khan has very fast hands and skills, but guess what? With the way he looked against Chris Algieri, I'll be perfectly honest with you. If that right hand of Chris Algieri's was close to putting Amir Khan down, and in my opinion, that when Amir Khan went down and it wasn't counted, a punch did connect. So I'm thinking, well, Floyd Money Mayweather hasn't had a knockout in the action knockout since Ricky Hatton. So, or a non-controversial knockout since Ricky Hatton. So I'm asking myself, we got a guy who's very highly talented and skilled, but is known to be a quote-unquote shinny fighter, and Amir Khan. So with those 26 KOs of Floyd Mayweather's, in those crisp, clean pull counters, the hook and then wheel away, I'm thinking he can put Amir Khan down. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live, and I cover every single major fight live. On the other end, you got Floyd Mayweather, who is right now still, even though he was supposed to drop the belts, the WBC, WBA Super World, Keith Thurman has the WBA World, and Andre Berto has the WBA Interim. Ring Magazine. And we found out a few weeks ago that, not even a few weeks ago, a couple weeks ago, that he's changed his mind and wanted to keep that WBO belt. We'll talk about the WBO. And then you have a name like Kell Brook, who's the IBF champion. So I'm asking this. If you don't know, Floyd Mayweather's never been undisputed champion of the world. I mean, undisputed mean, you know, in this era, having a WBC, WBA, IBF in the WBO, and then the Ring Magazine, of course, you know, comes with that. And if you want to count the IBF, you know, you don't count the IBF. You don't. You don't. I'm sorry, you just don't. So the question I ask is, for legacy purposes, in a fight that he can win, it makes more sense. Or if I was, or if it were me, and there wasn't some things that I didn't know behind the scenes about Kell Brook or Floyd, man, whatever the case may be, I would fight Kell Brook and become undisputed champion. Then when he comes back after Showtime CBS deal and goes for that 50-0, he'll have great leverage. But it looks like right now Kell Brook may be in heavy negotiations to fight Brandon Rios. No matter what, whoever Floyd fought, it doesn't matter because he beat the person that we all, myself, many of us, didn't think he would be able to beat or even fight in a manual Dapper Jane Pacquiao. So, give me a minute, let me gather my breath. So, what does fighting Amir Khan do? Now, I was at Khan Algieri, and to be honest with you, Amir Khan is not a draw over here. It's not. It's not a draw. And one of the reasons why is when he was a draw, or when he was becoming a draw, we kept seeing him get beat up. So I'm lost because here's what I think. Here's what I honestly think. Amir Khan did not look good against Chris Algieri. You know, he won, but I was not impressed. In fact, there were many, and I was at the post-fight press conference. That was the questions throughout the night. Many were not impressed. In the press room, when everybody's waiting for the post-fight press conference, all the media was around talking, and it was like everybody was saying, not me, because at one point in time, I think it was around round 3, when I saw that Chris Algieri's right hand was connecting, and I started noticing he was walking Amir Khan down. I was like, wait. This is Chris Algieri. So then that's when I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to go sit my ass down, and I'm going to go watch this fight. And I was like, this. Like, because I knew how important it was that Amir Khan looked good. In fact, the word on the street before the fight was that Amir Khan was going to knock Chris Algieri out. The fact that he didn't, or the fact that he didn't look well, I'm thinking, well, is this the Amir Khan that's going to go into the ring with Floyd Mayweather? Or is the Amir Khan that fought Devin Alexander going to go into the ring? We've been hearing some troubles, you know, some rumors of some troubles between him and Virgil Hunter, but he better not get rid of Virgil Hunter. It's just going to look bad because right now he has, we don't know what's going on behind the scenes, if there's anything going on behind the scenes, but he has a reputation of not being accountable for his actions. Now, I heavily support Be Real TV. We are colleagues, but you have to understand that when it comes to my views on Amir Khan, maybe you've been confused. I would like to see the fight, but I don't think he deserves the fight. You get me? I would love to see his hand speed and those combinations against Mayweather. But guess what? I think Mayweather's just going to beat him up. You know? So, you know, Amir Khan's been begging, he's been pleading for this fight for God knows how long. And truth be told, we're all going to watch it. Word on the street is, well, Botto Jax confirms that him versus, he'll be defending his WBC 168-pound title against George Groves on the undercard. So I ask this. Will you pay for the fight? You know, I'm going to pay for it. And I honestly think that if he does fight Amir Khan, that Mayweather-Pacquiao rollover is going to roll over into Mayweather and into this pay-per-view. Because remember, you know, what was it, my God? 4.4, you know, million plus. And they still tallying up everything. Well over 5 million overall. 5 million pay-per-view buys household. I guess it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. The man whose name only mentioned, I believe, twice in this video. And it's Emmanuel Dapper Jane Pacquiao. Please understand that I'll do a video like going into more depth, but please understand that Mayweather versus Pacquiao 2, whether you want to see it or not, or whether you like it or not, is still going to be the second highest grossing pay-per-view of all time. You're going to see, hear me on this, you're going to see, this is T-Street predicting the future. You're going to see, when Manny Pacquiao returns, you're going to see an HBO 24/7 that will involve showing Pacquiao going to the locker room, Pacquiao talking about his shoulder. They're probably going to show him get surgery. You gotta think outside the box and get where I'm going with this. They're building up a storyline. Floyd Mayweather has already built the storyline with his Jim Gray interview. In fact, I think I'm going to play that for you who do not understand. Now, the reason why it's important is because you have to understand the storyline is excuses, excuses, excuses. But it makes it bad because, let me find it. There it is. Thank you, Showtime. Thank you, Showtime CBS. And it's not a jingle. It's from Metal Gear Solid, the first game. It's not a jingle.
Floyd, what is your assessment of Manny Pacquiao and his shoulder injury?
He's embarrassed. He was a beat fighter. There's a difference between a great fighter and TBE. And I proved that I'm the best. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I knew it was coming. I knew it. But I'm not gonna buy into the bullshit. I'm not gonna buy into the bullshit. And I don't want the public to buy into the bullshit. He lost. He know he lost. And I lost a lot of respect for him after all of this. You know, you fight. If you lose, it's okay. Mayweather was the better man. You know, a true champion can bounce back. Come on. I mean, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I won. I know I won. I know I'm the better fighter. We fight 10 times, I'm gonna win 10 times. We fight 20 times, I'm gonna win 20 times. We fight 100 times, I'm gonna win 100 times. Manny Pacquiao, he's not a better fighter than me. Nowhere around the board.
You know, don't you not feel it? Don't you not know that when these guys spoke in that hotel room, you don't know what they spoke about. Don't you know that, whether you believe me or not, I knew Mayweather versus Pacquiao was happening before many of you. I was scared to death because I was like, oh shit, if I don't do this video, I'm going to regret it. And I thought if I do this video and I'm wrong, it's over for me. But when I got a phone call and these motherfuckers was like, yo, it's happening. It's happening. And I'm like, man, you sure? He like, listen, do the video. I'm telling you, you do the video. You're going to thank me later. I guess what I'm saying is I've gained, like, I got a lot of people on social media everywhere. And at first, when I first started like doing all this, I didn't really know who these people were. I didn't know these people were in the gym with the fighters. I didn't know these people chill with the fighters. I didn't know these people watch the fighters' kids. I didn't know all this, you know. So when I started getting like stuff in my inbox from different people, and I noticed like over the years, the shit was coming true. I said, oh, I need to know who this person is. You know? So long story short, look at it like this. A Mayweather-Pacquiao trilogy, even though fans felt disappointed, and one of the reasons why is this fight was all about the money. When it comes to the tickets, they didn't want fans there, you know. Losing it. When it comes to the tickets, they didn't want regular fans there. They wanted A-list celebrities there. I told you this along. I told you you wasn't gonna get no tickets. Told you. When it came to the media, people asked T-Street, why didn't you go? Well, not to toot my own horn, which people hate, but we provided full coverage here of Mayweather versus Pacquiao. T-Street Controversy. T-Street Controversy Live.